I think I can speak for most men when I say we want to have better sex. And for the sake of our partner, we may need to have better sex, fellas. Because no one likes it when you bring a wet noodle to a barbecue party. Write that down. The issue is that over the counter erection pills contain unregulated chemicals, suggest unsafe doses, and include the risk of several other health problems. And who wants that? It's like those drug prescription ads where everybody's like sitting there playing volleyball at the beach, but they're dying of herpes. Not cool. That's why we partnered with our friends over at Joy Mode. Whether you're looking to spice up your intimate moments or increase your confidence in the bedroom, Joy Mode makes all natural and science-backed supplements dedicated to helping men perform better across their core functions. Oh, yeah. The trademark product, the sexual performance booster, is every man's solution for increased blood flow down below, firmness, stamina, and performance of your favorite friend. It's like a pre-workout, but for your buddy down below. And let me tell you, it works. And the best part, the product is totally safe. All ingredients have been assessed in peer-reviewed journals. All ingredients have been studied and researched in humans. It comes in a palm-sized little packet, like your favorite electrolyte powder. Just simply mix one of these bad boys right in with 6 to 8 ounces of water, 45 minutes before sexual activity, and watch the magic unfold. Literally. Like, when you start blowing up an inflatable castle? It's sort of like that, but down below. But it's time to redefine your intimacy and go to usejoymode.com for 20% off with promo code FRATCHAT. Oh, yeah, that's 20% off and free shipping with promo code FRATCHAT at usejoymode.com. Ingredients with integrity, it's Joy Mode, baby.
And we are recording.
And guess what? I'm not hungover today.
No way.
I'd be a first.
Today's the day.
I'm very shocked. Now, is it because you're going to be hungover tomorrow?
Potentially, but also because I spent the week in Boston. I got home so late, early Friday morning. Then I had to work a full day on Friday. And came home and I was like, I just want to sleep.
So, you heard it here, folks. Simo is getting old.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to do this in 3, 2, 1.
What are you doing?
Testes in my mouth.
Get on the ground, you fucking pledge.
Ew.
Welcome to the greatest podcast experience of your life. This is the Frat Chat Podcast.
All young men like 3 things. Food, booze, pussy.
Featuring Carlos Garcia and Chris Moore.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time. It's the Frat Chat Podcast. I'm Carlos Garcia with Chris Simo Moore. How's it going, Mr. Mo?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic, especially now that you are not hungover and looking like a ray of sunshine over there.
I don't even have my glasses on because I don't think I need them because I don't look dead.
It's nice. Yeah, no, I was getting used to me talking to you every Saturday morning and just like getting Eeyore for a few minutes. Like, hi, poo. I got really fucked up again last night, poo.
Yeah. I also haven't.
My liver hurts, poo. I need help.
I haven't been drinking a whole lot because I still have this pretty gnarly sinus infection. I've had it for like 2 weeks, which I think is kind of normal. But I reached out to this one doctor, this urgent care that I went to, and I was like, I think I need antibiotics again. And they were like, nope, we're not prescribing any more antibiotics. You have to go see your nose and throat doctor. I said, okay. So I called my ear, nose, and throat doctor, and they said, yes, we would love to see you. Our next appointment's in 3 months. Like, this happened to me a lot. Like, medical system in America.
Oh, dude, the worst. The worst. It really is the worst. I don't understand how things can be so fucking bad with the healthcare system here, man. Like it's laughable, but it's like legitimately the worst. Like it's just the worst. I can't. Anyways, I got a little news story for you.
Uh-oh, what's that?
This one, I really think you're gonna love, because I mean, some might say it's right out of a movie, but hit it. So we got this lady, Shelby Hewitt, a Canton resident, has entered a plea of not guilty to multiple charges, including 3 counts of document forgery, 2 counts of common law forgery, and other serious allegations.
Uh-oh.
These charges stem from her elaborate scheme where she allegedly posed as a minor to infiltrate various institutions. So, prosecutors assessed, and thank you to Wasted.com for the news. But prosecutors assert that Hewitt first impersonated a Department of Children and Families worker electronically to gain admission as a child patient at Walden Behavioral Treatment Center. She then used this fabricated identity to enroll in the Boston public school system in the fall of 2022 under the alias Daniela Blake Herrera. Hewitt then allegedly enrolled as a 16-year-old at Jeremiah E. Burke High School in Dorchester. Her deception continued as she reportedly transferred to Brighton High School, and by June 2023, she assumed a new identity, enrolling as a 13-year-old at English High School in Jamaica Plain. During this time, she participated in activities typical of a schoolgirl, such as playing on the girls' basketball team and socializing with classmates significantly younger than herself, all while maintaining her full-time job as a DCF social worker. The charade was uncovered in June when a man from Hewitt claimed was her foster father attempted to transfer her to another school due to alleged bullying. It was revealed that Hewitt had authored the emails herself concerning the transfer. Following the discovery of her actions, she was arrested. In response to inquiries from the Globe about her actions, Hewitt cryptically remarked that there was a reason for everything she did, suggested deeper motives for hide her complex and deceptive behavior. And I think I know what it is. Never Been Kissed 2, the sequel. It's back. Where are you, Drew Barrymore? Drew, you did it, you crazy bitch. Where are you, Drew? 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 Oh, I don't think Drew's involved in this one. Oh, shit.
Was she hoping to get data or like research for her social work position?
Well, she says she has a reason, but there's no. She didn't reveal it. It's kind of like the Trump, plans for replacing Obamacare, his election plan, replacing Medicare. It's all coming. We just haven't seen it, but it's coming. It's totally in the works. And some might say it's been ready for years, but it's not just ready. But it's coming.
It's not coming.
Take the word for it. Let me tell you, whenever a guy tells you he's coming, he's not coming. It's not.
He's not coming, and
it's
neither
just not.
is Stormy Daniels anymore.
That's right.
No one's coming.
But I mean, this girl. The thing is, I don't know if I would believe that she's 13. Good Lord, like I don't know how good of an actress she might be. She might fucking earn an Oscar.
How old is she really?
She is. Of course, they didn't list her age. Bam. Let me tell you. I think she's 32. Yep, 32 years old.
Is a third, and no one knew.
Yeah, that's like, come on. I will say, her skin is pretty good. She got pretty good healthcare tips. So if you guys, call her, give her a ring, give her a buzz. from jail because she does take care of her face phenomenally. We'll say for 32, she does look to me like she could be like in her late teens, early 20s. But 13, that's like, come on, you guys are idiots. Fucking dumbasses.
Can you imagine on the playground? Just like everyone's like, "Hey, like, what's her name? What was her alias? Something Herrera, something Blake Herrera,
Yeah, I think she
Daniela,
kept. Yep, Daniela.
Daniela. Do you want the kickball?
I need another cigarette.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
the thing. She also pretended to
After
be a
cigarette, do you
fucking
want the
Latin
kickball?
girl. So I wonder if she had like an accent, like, yo, hey, dude, let me get a cigarette, man.
Jeez.
I brought home some traditional enchiladas, man. You want a bite?
You know, this one time back in Colombia, we played kickball with coconuts. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, every 5 seconds she's changing the accent. Hello, senor. Today I found some chicles under the seat. Would you like some? I forget what my accent was supposed to be, man. I forgot. Oh man. Yeah, no. So however, she was probably incredible in all the sports teams. You know what I mean? It would be fun as fuck to play against, the 13-year-old kids basketball team again.
Well, can you imagine?
Fuck you, Jimmy.
I saw this stand-up comic a while back that was like, I started taking karate classes, but I'm at a low level, so I'm sparring against like middle schoolers. And I thought to
Oh
myself,
man.
I can't think of a better way to unleash my stress than to beat the fuck out of a bunch of kids and not get in trouble for it. That sounds amazing.
The funny thing is, you got to tell that comic to watch Seinfeld because that's a very famous Seinfeld episode where
Oh, is
Kramer
it
does
really?
exactly that. So if you see him doing it again, you gotta let them know they're gonna get got at some point.
Oh no.
It's obviously parallel thinking because some people haven't seen Seinfeld. It's okay. I'm showing it to Julie right now. We're almost done the whole show. Actually, she had never seen it. Uh, and meanwhile, I had. But people miss shit, and then there's always some guy who's like, "You're a thief! Ah, you missed that. So and so said that joke 78 years ago.
Oh my gosh, someone said
One
that
of
to
his
me the other
parents."
day on Reddit. Someone said, that's a stolen joke. I said something like, sometimes you have to kiss your prince to, no, sometimes you have to kiss a frog to find your prince, but you don't necessarily have to tongue punch a shitbox. I have to keep reminding myself that. And uh, someone said, tongue punch fart box is a stolen joke. And so I responded to him privately and I said, that's not the basis of the joke, has nothing to do with
Yeah,
that. It's just a
yeah, it's a
expression.
phrase.
I said, but here's me using the term tongue punching shitbox over 10 years ago. Enjoy the clip. I was like, what an
Yeah,
ass. You don't, no one owns it. It's like saying instead of barfing, you say I Ralphed. And someone's like, oh, you can't say the word Ralph because some comic said the word Ralph 8 years ago on stage at Broadway Comedy Club. Well, they don't own the
totally,
word
totally.
Ralph. You know what I mean? You don't own expressions. It is what it is.
No, I agree. I agree. Unless it's like, I feel like sounds. I think people like rappers, like DMX is coming. Where you start hearing arf, 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 or the growl.
Hey, did you know he died? Did you know
You
that?
know, yeah, he died.
Wow, he's dead.
Bless us. Just fucking talking about it's noises. You have to take a dark turn there, Seymour. Goddamn.
I just
I
want to
don't
make
know why
sure
you're
you
wearing
were
the dark
aware.
tank top.
You were talking like he was really coming. He's not coming anymore.
No, no, no. He's not coming. I told you. I already said this. When a guy says something's coming, it's not coming for at least another
Not
half
coming.
hour.
On a
In
different
fact, it's gonna
note,
get floppier.
last week I hung out with friend of the show, Dan Nemeth, who's
Oh yeah,
been on the show before,
yeah.
and I returned to him a baseball mitt that I've had ever since we had our beach day 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Well, that's
funny.
very nice of you.
I was
But at
I was
that
like,
point,
I've had it forever. I was like, "Whose is this?" And then I found his name on it, and I was like, "Oh, that is clear and evidently his." Um, but it made me think we should plan a beach day. The weather's getting nice. Are there beaches right over the river in Jersey that if you were in New York, you could escape to Jersey for a quick afternoon? Or is it like, did you go all the way to like Asbury Park?
yeah, you gotta go to Asbury to the show. You gotta go get your fist pump on. That's
Because if
never
you're
a
in New
fist.
York City, you can take the A train all the way the Far Rockaway, and that is a fucking hike. It's at least an hour. Or
Yeah,
you can take the Long Island Railroad all the way to Long Beach, and that's an hour. Or you can take a ferry over to the beaches, and that's over an hour. It's just like, oh my gosh. But
yeah.
there is a beach in Jersey that I went to one time, not knowing it was a naked beach, and it's a
Oh,
nude beach. Um, is Sandy Point a beach?
I guess, but I've never heard of it.
When I
Let
hear
me see
Sandy
what.
Point, I think school shootings, unfortunately. But I think it might be something like that. Sandy
Sandy
Point,
Hook is
Sandy Hook. Oh, that's what I meant. Sandy Hook, maybe. Sandy
there is Sandy Hook Point, but there is Sandy Point. Um,
Beach.
but Sandy Point, it shows like it's in Maryland. Oh no, it's in New Jersey. I see, but it's kind of further out. Let me see.
Sandy Hook Beach.
Oh, actually, no, it is closer than it would be to like Tom's River and all that. So, but it's like nearly weirdly close to Long Island, even though it's like
Really?
technically New Jersey. It's like a weird.
Who
If you
came up with
Google it,
these maps? Lewis and
yeah,
Clark. Ugh, if you were alive today, let me tell you, I have some words with you. I
yeah,
kind of
their
like
maps are
how
so
like
much easier.
in like bumfuck America, everything's very grid like. I'm like, that would be nice to have in New York. But sometimes in New York, if I'm on the street Broadway that goes diagonally, I don't know which way it's up, down, left, right. I just have no idea. It throws me through a loop.
Oh yeah, you gotta. I always walk over, do the old walk over and look over to the lights and see the streets. You know, up and down. It's like okay, I'm
Hmm.
back.
Hmm.
But it always happens. New York City is that very easy to get turned around in, especially because New York has a lot of stuff that looks the same. So
Hmm.
that's why, for example, like I'll eat at like a delicious place in New York City, but unless I write down the name and I make sure to remember it, it's gone. Like people, it's like, oh, recommend me a place. Oh well, I went to this one place near, Midtown. What the fuck is it? Ah, it's gone. It's like it's gone. You never see it again. And so I've gone to so many amazing places one time in New York City, and I'll never go back because I don't remember them, fortunately.
You know, New York is kind of a dump. I know everyone loves New York, but New York really is like
Oh
a
yeah,
shithole. And
pretty sure.
there's
It's
there's
our
things I
shithole.
get so frustrated with the public transit. And do you ever and I sympathize with people that do this, but do you ever like resurface from the train and you're like, okay, what corner am I on? Which way is north? You know what I mean? Like
Well,
you're just looking around
resurface.
looking for signs.
Why do you make it sound like a fucking troll coming out? Yeah,
That's how it is in New York too.
he's resurfacing from the train.
I mean, you come up from underground, and in Chicago, when you resurface from underground, you're standing on top of a huge compass on the sidewalk, and so you stand on the compass to get your bearings. You know what I mean?
Well, that's because they think you're stupid. See, at least New York.
No, Chicago is like light years beyond New
New
York.
York,
Chicago does not
it's
have as many
now.
rats as New York.
Hey, I'm walking here, and then you kind of
And we're
just keep,
walking here.
you just do your thing, you know. But when I hear resurfacing, I'm still like, or like someone eating like a gross giant butt. You have to resurface. Like, oh, that was awful. Go back down. A bet was a bet.
You know what? I
Okay,
dated
Dad.
someone who loved his butt eaten, and I was like, there is no lower low than this moment. And then one time he put his armpit in my face, and I was like, this might be worse.
Yeah.
Some people like that. They like a little licky loo in these
Ah,
nasty
that would
places.
tickle too. I
Yeah.
would like elbow someone. They lick my fucking. That would not be cool. What the fuck? People are
You
weird.
know what? One time, I don't know if I've ever discussed this before, but you know how I don't like barf noises?
Yes, we are. It
So
is pretty fun though.
don't play it, please don't play it. Um,
Good at it.
I hate it so much. And if someone is going down on me
Ugh.
and they're making like noises, like I immediately get soft. Like I can't. Like I'd rather just no one touch me. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
one time it was so bad that I barfed on the back of someone's head. This is when I lived in Chicago. He was like, like just gagging on my dick, and then I was just like, oh no, I want to fuck so much. Ugh.
You did it. You did it. You made the noise.
Oh, I hate that.
You made the noise first.
Ugh, makes me want to barf.
Now, is it because the gagging noise is for a BJ? Well, I guess it does sound like you're about to puke. Is it the knowing that the liquid is coming that sets you off? That you just know as soon as you associate, or is it the gagging sound trigger something? What is it about it that just fucks
Gagging
with you?
sound just makes me start dry heaving.
That's crazy. That's funny. That's really funny. I
barfed on someone.
hate seeing people puke. Like once the physical puke comes out, I'm like, oh, and then you start smelling. But like if someone's like, I'm like, oh, that's fine. Just go that way. Go that way.
I can hear it. That in some weird sense, I feel like I can smell it. Like I feel like all my senses are attacked. And like I've heard of people barfing on dicks, but I've never heard of someone except for me barfing on someone who's gagging on my dick.
Wow.
And that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Guessing you guys dated for another 3 months, as all your stories tend to.
Actually, for a long time.
I knew it. I knew it. See, most relationships where no red flag is any flag.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, Mr. Mo, we haven't gotten to that point for a little segment. That
My nose is so runny; it just keeps draining like a faucet. I feel like I have boogers on tap. I'm sorry.
Is it me or does buying a sex pill at a gas station feel super awkward? You're like walking around and you don't know what to get. The guy's definitely looking at you, judging you with every step. It's super weird. Plus, then we gotta talk efficacy. Does it really work? Because my buddy once bought a condom from a gas station, and now he has 3 kids, so you tell me. So it's good to know that Jomoid is not only backed by its users, it's backed by science, people, which goes to show that science can be sexy sometimes. Oh, yeah. Now, let me ask you something. Whether you're happy or unhappy with your performance in the bedroom, why not perform even better? Usain Bolt was the fastest man in the world, and he still wanted to run faster. So why not be an Olympic gold medalist in the bedroom, fellas? Because that's where Joy Mode comes in. Joy Mode's sexual performance booster is like a pre-workout, but for sex. It's designed to support erection quality, firmness, and sex drives. And it contains clinically supported doses of ingredients like arginine nitrate, L-citrulline, Panax ginseng, and vitamin C, which is going to make your boy down below stronger than ever. Oh, yeah. Plus, not only is this the only supplement you'll need in the bedroom, it also supports blood vessel support, cardiovascular and heart health, athletic performance, blood pressure, and general erection function. Plus, here are the game changers. All ingredients have been assessed in peer-reviewed journals, and all ingredients have been studied and researched in humans, so you know it works. And I don't know about you guys, but I'll never go back to over-the-counter drugs after trying Joy Mode. And psst, it's small enough to fit in your wallet and take it with you on the go. It's the perfect travel companion, and it's a powder, so you don't need to worry about it getting crushed in there. So all you got to do, fellas, is just go to usejoymode.com and get 20% off with the promo code FRATCHAT at checkout. That's 20% off and free shipping with promo code FRATCHAT at usejoymode.com. Great sex solved naturally. Oh, yeah.
Now it's time for what? Passive aggressive?
That's right. A little segment that people seem to love. Comedians being passive aggressive for 60 seconds. Now let me get my trusty 60-second timer here. Come on. 60-second timer. There we go. Okay. I am ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You sound
You can't make
hesitant.
fun of me for being hungover today because I'm not.
Yeah, no, it's fair. We're gonna do this in 3, 2, 1. So Simo, are you I see your your nasal stuff has been lasting quite a few weeks. Is it healing 1 week per inch type thing?
1 week per inch. My nose is not that big anymore. What are you
Hey, man.
talking about? Look at this.
What about
It's going
it?
sideways. Elite model standards. Here we go.
It's not that big. It's like it's not that big at all. You know what
Speaking
I
of
mean?
big, I used to think that wearing black was slimming until today.
Oh, I see. See, it is very slimming though, because with those little arms and those tank tops, I would just I don't know if it's an optical illusion with the sweatshirt or the tank top. I mean,
I'm not flexing.
oh yeah, totally. I mean, we can tell.
I'm
We
a
can totally
I'm,
tell.
I'm
You
a
look,
grower,
you
not a
look so
shower.
lean, isn't that? Like just so skinny. Like the skinniest. Not
Jealous? Just call me a
Oh
string.
man.
If that's what you want to say. Just say it. You want to call me a string bean faggot? Just say it.
Oh whoa.
Wah, 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 wah.
We don't condone the use of the F word unless you're gay. Then you can say it.
I
You're the
love when
friend.
people tell me I can't say it. I love it. I love when people say you can't say the word crazy because some people really do struggle with intrusive thoughts. I'm like, do you have any idea how many pills I take a day? I can say crazy.
Yeah, and it's like,
Like,
come
I'm
on,
crazy.
you can't take crazy away from the vernacular
I
because some
know.
shit is crazy. You should be
Mhm.
able to say crazy, like it's not. It's literally a Britney Spears song, and a very good one at that. You drive me crazy. I just can't sleep. I'm so excited. I am doing crazy, and it feels so good. So good, so good. And the rest of you, I hope are listening to this or finishing the chorus as we speak. But you know.
I love Brittany. I just feel so bad for her. You know what? I think it is not to get too personal, but I've gone through electroconvulsive therapy. I think we talked about it before. It's shock therapy, and she reminds me of like what people act like after they've gone through extensive shock therapy.
Mm, so that explains a few things,
That
you
explains a
guys.
lot of things.
For those who have been listening to the show for
Well,
the
not
last
with
few years.
me, with her.
Notice the decline.
I will
Simos.
say, I will say, my short-term memory isn't what it used to be. That's for sure. I'm always looking for my keys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's good to know. It's good to know. To be fair, Julie's like my finder of things. I never know where anything is, and Julie can never find her own shit, but when it's somehow my stuff, she's like a hound dog. Like, oh yeah, I saw it over there. Oh yeah, I saw it over there. She just knows. But have Julie try to find her fucking credit card in her purse. It's like, I swear it was in here. No, maybe it was this purse. It's bitch.
I used to bring so many hair products with me everywhere I went when I had long hair. And I remember one time someone going through my book bag being like, I think some girl left her bag. And I was like, oh, really? And then when I quit one of my jobs, I was with some of my fraternity brothers at the mall. I'm gonna go pick up my stuff, and they were like, "Oh wait, Chris, this box is yours." And it was like 2 hair straighteners, 3 roller brushes, like like fragrance mist. And I was
Say,
like,
oh, that's not mine.
Well, yes, it is. No, it's stop it. No, it's not. I'll get it later. No, it's not.
It's got your name on everything. It says property of Chris Moore. Please don't
Yeah.
steal, or I will have you tongue punch my shit box. That is very specifically you.
Yeah.
It's got a picture of you holding yesterday's newspaper and the products.
Mhm.
No one else's could be. Oh man, yeah, that's to be fair, those things are expensive, so it's better that you take some embarrassment and keep the products than you are leaving and fired. You know what I mean?
I think my hair straightener might be my favorite thing because sometimes I iron my shirt, like the lapel of my like shirt or jacket with it.
Yeah, and good ones are not cheap either. I know girls have to spend so much fucking, and people who straighten their hair, it's not just ladies. But they're not cheap. And that's the kind of thing you don't want to get cheap necessarily. Like there's some things where you're like, oh man, this is like a great one. You can't believe it. But I believe in you get what you pay for. And skincare, beauty care, Botox surgeries, things like that. You get what you pay for. People are like, oh, I'll go down to Mexico and spend $300 on a fake ass. You get what you pay for, I say. That ass is gonna fucking get so infected, you're gonna look like two asses. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Get what you pay for, and skincare too. Like you can burn your fucking skin and shit. If you're
I
gonna
used to
invest in
buy
that, get good shit.
I used to buy this stuff from Korea, and over time, I noticed that I just looked more and more pale, and I was like, "Am I sick?" And then I realized there's a bleaching agent in the Korean face products. I was like, "Oh shit! I need to read this stuff
Wow.
before I put it on." You need to investigate anything before it comes up close and
Mm-hmm.
personal, whether it's skincare
Totally.
or a penis. You want to inspect that shit before you go all the way.
Simo looks at it with a flashlight and
Um,
a monocle, real quick.
you
But you
know
know
it.
what you don't need to inspect because it's all natural. Made of all natural ingredients, all the good stuff that I can't pronounce but supports awesome health. We got Joy Mode, baby. So I don't know if you've been following us on the Frat Chat podcast. You saw Simo's skimpy nudes. He was up on joymode.com ordering some new product. And you can too, because you can go
Let
right
me
now.
tell you, this stuff
Use
works.
joymode.com. Yeah, man, it's
I
great.
expected that.
The beauty of it is, it's literally like a little, this thing. You buy a pack and it comes with a fuck ton of them. Like, look at how many.
It doesn't taste bad.
Right, you just pour one of these things in water, wait a couple minutes, like 40, 45 minutes, and then you're good to go. And the beauty of it, it's not like a fucking, it's a powder. So you can stick it in your wallet, you can stick it like a credit card, you can stick it in your pocket, stick it wherever. As long as you don't break the little envelope or the little, packet that it comes in, you're good to go. So you can take it with you on the go. Like Simo says, tastes pretty damn good. Chug it down 45 minutes later, and you're going to have sexy time. And you know that this bad boy is all natural. All natural products, making that bad boy work harder than ever.
By bad boy, are you referring to your ween?
I am indeed
Okay.
referring to my ween. That's why I'm doing the ween dance over here for those of you not watching this live. It's my joy.
I will say that I think with this product, I have more stamina, more endurance, and I think that my climax is more intense.
Oh, you should see his curtains. You have to throw them away. Ah! It's crazy.
Yeah. I went to fold them and they broke in half.
That's right. He made tables out of them now. It's so stiff. It's fantastic. So go right now to usejoymode.com/fratchat, and you'll have right there the promo code, put in fratchat, and you can save yourself 20% off and get free shipping on all your Joy Mode purchases. So again, that's usejoymode.com/fratchat. Use that shit. It's awesome. You're going to be loving it. All natural, for your bad guy friend below. Make him a good guy with joy mode. You won't regret it.
And my friend,
Oh,
you're referring to
yeah.
your penis, right?
That's right. Again.
Okay, just making sure. Listeners are okay.
I am indeed referring to it my penis. So, yeah. Use
And when you
Trevor.com.
say Stella's hungry, you're
Sounds-
not referring to your penis.
No. That is my dog.
That's your dog.
But when I'm talking about my dog, I am referring about my penis.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
see how I can get confused with this.
It can be very confusing, but
Mhm.
you just got to try to keep up. So, you know.
I'll try my best. But I am
Shock therapy.
I'm a product of shock therapy, so
I was just going to say, shock
Yeah.
therapy. Hi, guys.
One time in Chicago, I got shock therapy and I pissed myself. And when I woke up and I was getting treated for depression, and they're like,
Oh my
"You
God.
had an accident." And I was like, I don't think we did anything. I think I had an accident. And if I wasn't depressed when I walked in, guess how I'm feeling now? I'm going to go walk my pee-pee pants downstairs and jump in an Uber, which is going to become a pee-pee Uber.
Well, I got one, which I would wish I didn't have one to top you, but I do. When my appendix ruptured. My appendix ruptured. I'm a freak case of a situation where I had my appendix rupture and then I had appendicitis because they couldn't get all my appendix out from the rupture. So I spent 2 stays in the hospital, both over 2 weeks, for a fucking appendicitis, essentially. So I'm already a weird case. But from the first one, the rupture, I remember having a very beautiful nurse. She was so cute. And actually, we stayed in touch after the show. She was beautiful. Yeah, George. I love me a good male nurse. Changing stereotypes all day long here at the Frat Chat Podcast. And I remember, at the time too, like I was like single, young, pretty fit guy. She was beautiful, single, about the same age. So I was like, oh man, maybe I can get her number when this is all said and done. Well, one day, about midway through my stay there, they gave me my Demerol, which is the pain med. And normally, you kind of feel like for something that strong, it like goes through your body and you almost feel like cold for a second, but then it's like, you just feel great. But then I realized that I had to, go to the bathroom because my stomach wasn't feeling great. It's like, well, I don't make it all the way to the bath. Like I make it inside the bathroom, but I collapse as soon as I get in there because literally, like I feel everything just drain from me, and I'm just going down. And though my wherewithal, the only thing I can remember to do is pull the cord on my way down. Well, the nurses come in. It's 2 nurses. The head nurse, who is like this super sweet lady, and then, of course, the beautiful nurse. And well, what's happening? I start diarrheaing all over. And I'm on the ground. I'm on the floor. I'm not even on the toilet. I'm in the bathroom, but I'm on the ground, like in the field position.
You're like,
I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And the older one, the head nurse, was like, oh, don't worry. We deal with this all the time, sweetie. She's being like so motherly and nice. But I'm looking at like the hot one and I'm like, I'm not always like this. And needless to say, it never worked out between us.
That's so emasculating. You know what I mean?
The worst.
You
Had to
know,
wipe my
one time
ass.
I was stuck in a riptide on a boogie board. I couldn't get back to shore, and a lifeguard came, and it was a female. And I know I shouldn't think any kind of way, but at the time in my youth, I remember hearing my dad cracking jokes like Chris is getting pulled in by a girl. I was like, my mom's freaking out and crying that her baby's gonna drown, and my dad's laughing at getting brought in by a female, which is like,
So you got anyone else that can save me?
But I remember,
Son, give me your hand. You will die. No, I'm okay. Can that guy do it?
That's exactly what happened. I kept swimming away from her. I was like, "Don't touch me. I'm fine. I can do it on my own." And she's like, "You've been out here for a long time." I'm like, "I
My
can do it."
friends are watching. Kid, that's your grandma. We both know that.
What can you do?
Anyways, I believe it's time to get to it, Mr. Mao, because
If you
you
can
got her
do it,
stoned.
if you can do it, put your back into it. Remember that song?
You dare I know that song? 'Cause that song was epic. And we're going to take it back to the decade. I believe that song was made. It's the beautiful 90s.
Yeah.
A better place, a better world, a happier place. Place with great slangs. Because that's what we're going to talk about today. Because we already share the beauty of the music in the 90s. We talked about trends from the 90s. We talked about clothes. But we never talked about things we like the most, which is the things that people used to say. The cool slangs. Some of them maybe make it through today, but some, I'm not going to lie, you'd sound like a total loser. So I'm going to take us back to the decade when Simo was almost cool. The 90s.
I don't know.
No, the 90s were so fun and happy. I just feel like even though like things like, the late 90s, the world started getting a little angrier. Things like, Rage Against the Machine became coolest. And I was part of that trend, the heavier metal, the anti-authority stuff. The early 90s were kind of like a cool extension of the 80s that kind of did its own thing. They were very like trippy and weird and fun and cool. And it led to a lot of great things in pop culture. So that's what we here at the Frat Chat Podcast are here to do. Because we love pop culture. Oh yeah. And we love the 90s. So let's get to it. Top 10 things. Top 10 slangs we love most from the 1990s. Let's do it. Here at the Frat Chat Podcast. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot of slang came from some hit movies and some hit songs. Like, if it wasn't for Will Smith, we would never say "getting jiggy with it." You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
If it wasn't for any Arnold movie, we wouldn't have all of his amazing catchphrases.
Get to the chopper!
Daddy, what does he do?
I'll be back.
No, it's not a tumor.
You son of a bitch.
I love him.
And now he's back with Neighbor. I love those ads.
Well, do you want to go first? I think I went first last time.
Sure. I can definitely go first. I'm going to start with one that I'm not going to lie. It used to be a very cool thing to say in the 90s. And I'm going to blame white people for this one because y'all ruined it. And if you got caught dead saying it now, people would laugh at you and point fingers and call you a loser. But back then,
is it
you walk up to your homies and say, "What's up, home skillet?" And you would be the coolest kid at the party. Oh yeah, what up, home skillet? And then dap people up. Woo! And so, of course, I'm talking about home skillet, which you just can't use anymore. But it was such a fun one in the 90s.
Did you use it?
America. Of course I did. and when I first heard it used on me, because I moved to America in late 90s, I was just like, wow, that is so cool. Man, I didn't even know what a skillet was, but it was awesome.
I didn't use it because I didn't have a home skillet. I had a grandma every weekend that took me to the diner.
She said, "What's up, home skillet? I'm making pancakes and it's crisp."
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, thanks, Grandma. I mean, thanks, Grandma. Let's be real.
Thanks, Grandma. She used to tell me it's like, "You're just an ugly duckling, but you'll have your moment." I'm like, okay, thanks. But if she
And
could
now
see
that's
me
what.
now, she would love my pictures for joy mode. Unlike your
That's
mom,
right.
who told me it
That's
was
right.
fans only material.
It was. It was
Not
fans only
only
material.
fans only.
Yeah, OnlyFans rejected it. Simo sent it like 17 times, and they were like, "Please, enough." But fans only was all about it.
OnlyFans sent me an email just saying the word ew. Ew. Then the next one said, stop. The third one said, no means no.
Yeah, it's a cease and desist.
Cease and desist.
Oh
Well,
man.
then I could very well say to them, my bad, which is my first one from the 90s. That's like saying sorry, but you just say, my bad. I
My
still use
bad.
that.
Yeah, I still use my bad. I think
That's
it's
a
still
more
not
like
bad.
casual saying, like, whoops. Just
Yeah.
taking ownership.
You know what? I feel like for some reason I weirdly hate when people are like overly apologetic about shit. Like if you do something, obviously, and you need to apologize, that's good that you do. But I hate when people, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You know, it's like so
I
fucking annoying.
deeply apologize. How deep? I'm sure.
Meanwhile, like when someone you just like bump into someone, they just, dude, my bad. It's all right, man. You're good. You're good. Do your thing.
I tell my husband all the time, I'm
Take
like,
it easy. Don't kill
just
it.
take ownership for the shit that you do, and all you gotta say is my bad, and we can move on from it. That's it.
That's right. But to
Just
be
say my
fair,
bad.
he can't really say my bad. He's like, what? What is it that you say? Me bad?
Yeah, I know.
What is it? So, I haven't taught him that so far. That's week 10 in the English courses. So just wait. You gotta be patient. um, yeah, my bad. People still use that. I use it on the reg because my bad a lot.
I use a lot of these.
Yeah, me too. Actually, um, except this one because again, this one was cool back in the 90s. But
Especially in talk shows.
oh yeah, but now you can't say it anymore because you're a fucking idiot. But I'm talking about talk to the hand, and
Mhm.
then you can say it the long version, which is sometimes it depends on who it is. It's talk to the hand because the ears ain't listening, or talk to the hand because the face don't want to hear it no more. Things like that.
It was
There's a bunch.
just like, to me, the verbiage was an excuse to put your hand in someone's personal space, which I think is
Yeah,
horrible. In the
talk to
90s,
the
it was all about
hand.
invading personal space with your hand. And they would say things like, talk to the hand because your breath ain't fresh. You need a toothbrush and brush with crest. Like,
That's right.
it was
But
always,
here's the thing about it: it was so sassy that it wasn't as aggressive as just putting your hand up in someone's face. You know what I mean? Like actually, you watched The Rock when he was a wrestler. That was the thing that he would do. He would stop you from talking. He would just put his hand up in the middle of your sentence and tell you to bring it or whatever. But that's like
mm,
very disrespectful. Now, if you add some sassy shit, talk to the hand because you're fresh, then fuck. You can't get that mad. It was like sassy and weird, and you kind of laughed with it. And I feel like in some ways, if you have a sassy catchphrase to something that disrespectful, it even diffuses the anger a little bit. So that's when the world was happier back in those days.
you know, um, I miss those trashy 90s talk shows. Like,
Oh yeah,
I lived for Ricky Lake, for Jenny
Jerry Springer,
Jones. For who?
Jerry Springer.
Oh yeah, Jerry Springer.
We did a
Um,
whole thing on Jerry. We love Jerry.
there was Sally Jesse Raphael.
Yep. What else? Because the
You
thing is,
know,
like, some of those
Jenny
stuck
Jones
around
was
for a while,
funny.
but then, like, once you do everything, what else can you fucking do? And then eventually, in the 2000s, things got turned back down a little bit, and then you lose it.
These are my favorite episodes. The ones where the bad teen had to go to boot camp and
Oh
get
yeah,
some sense knocked into them. That was
My body, that's who I want. Those people like
Mhm.
that.
Control
Look at
T.
me, my mom's just
And
mad that I'm sexy.
yeah,
And she
and
looks like that.
the drill sergeant will come up and be like, "I assure you're not sexy." It's
Boy, you better pull up them britches because you look like an asshole.
exactly. Those are the best episodes back in the day, and I used to love the makeovers because they never looked great. It's like,
Yeah.
here she is now, and everyone in the audience would be like, "Ooh."
It was 90s makeovers with such a budget. You know, their budget was like $35 all in. And that includes gas money for the person cutting the hair.
Yeah. Yep. Valid. Well,
They just like spray her in the face.
my next one is the word diss, which meant like
Oh,
an
yeah.
insult. If you diss someone, you have probably offended them.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people got in fights because they were dissed publicly in school.
Totally.
So, if you diss someone, you are making fun of them.
That's right. And if you diss someone, there's two things that can happen. You're either going to get in a physical fight or
Shot.
you better be ready to dance fight.
Oh,
Because every popular dance fight movie started with someone getting dissed. And then
true.
you,
Are you thinking of white girls?
that's right. White girls, they get dissed. Drumline, they get dissed. Save the Last Dance, they get dissed. Fuck.
There's a dance
Even
routine,
Magic Mike, they get dissed.
there's a dance routine in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
That's right. And it's because they get dissed.
Mhm.
You don't want to get dissed. Otherwise, the moves come out. And it's like a
Has
lot
anyone
of
ever told you you should be a dancer?
Yes, my grandma, but she was blind. So,
Oh, that makes sense.
you know,
Someone,
90s choreography had a lot of handsy shit, like a lot of moves.
someone, Carlos is having a seizure.
Hey,
Oh,
to be
no,
fair,
he's just
this one I'm pulling out from
dancing.
your repertoire. I remember you brought this shit into our dance
I'm
routines.
just trying to get you guys to move, get some cardiovascular fitness, because some of y'all brothers were chunky.
To be fair, I'm exhausted now.
There's a lot of bitch tits amongst the fraternity. So when I was teach y'all some dances, I try to incorporate some cardiovascular fitness in that as well.
It was so jiggly it actually hypnotized the dance judges. They were like,
Mhm.
whoa.
I was like, guys, we have two options. We can work out while we dance and hope to lose some weight, or I'm gonna attach some pasties on those titters of yours, and we're just gonna give them a
Woo!
shot.
And then we started cutting the pasties immediately. So yeah, you don't want to diss someone unless you're ready to put them dukes up or put the dukes on the dance floors, baby. So
Mhm.
don't be dissing. And for me, my next one is one that was brought to us by the legendary, the man, the myth, the guy I love the most, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. I thought the man
That's
you loved the most was the Hulk Hogan.
Oh, he's up there. They're both up there. They're different loves. Totally different loves.
I don't know
But
what Hulk
and Robin Williams is in there too in that weird threesome. But there's others that make Carlos fan. But Jim Carrey in a little role called Ace Ventura
Mhm.
had a lot of great one-liners, but one that became a 90s staple to conversations, and it was "Alrighty then."
Yeah, and loser.
Yep. Someone would be fucking talking or, rambling on a long story. Alrighty then. Or someone's a fucking asshole to you and you just want to walk away. Alrighty then. You can spit back after the fact, or you can ready to get going. You can drop an alrighty then. But Ace Ventura, I looked up to that fucking movie so much that I would actually even do the walk. Like he would walk like a fucking
Oh
asshole.
yeah.
And my brother would come running up like, people are gonna say you're weird. Stop doing that. I don't care.
I remember for Halloween, I asked my mom for a tutu because I wanted to dress up like him. Remember when he went undercover with the tutu?
Yeah, in the
My
hospital.
mom was like, she's like, I'm just afraid that people are gonna make fun of you. Let's think of something else. You didn't think people would get it to see me in a tutu.
to be fair, you asked her for a tutu every year, and none of them were Ace Ventura related. So
Yeah.
you kind of lost your. Mom, I swear this is a year where I can make the tutu cool. Yeah, sure, Chris. Let's go back to
She's
the
like,
basement.
you're not gonna be a pretty princess again. All your friends want to be Ninja Turtles.
Chris, you're 26 years old. Stop it.
Mhm.
This isn't fair.
Every
Oh,
time you
yeah.
buy a Frozen outfit, Chris, you're taking away from a young girl who would really appreciate it.
But Mom, you have to let it go.
Well, my next one, I originally had written down chill out, but chillax is probably more widely used. And chillax means to chill out and relax at the same time.
Yeah.
It can be used two different ways. So the first way is a command to get someone to calm the fuck down. So you would say,
Yep.
yo, I need you to chillax. The second
Yep.
way could be used to say that you're hanging out with someone or maybe by yourself. I'm just chillaxing.
Yep.
My friends and I are chillaxing um, in the basement of my parents' house before we go to the party. You know, which
AKA
never happened. There's no friends. There's
Relaxing
no
by
party. It's
himself.
just me and my
There was no party.
so bad.
Well, there was a party for everybody else, just not him. But
Mhm.
semantics. Yeah, exactly. You could be like, dude, chillax. You're being a dick. But you can also be like, I'm just chillaxing with my friends, smoking a couple of doobs. See whatever you want. There's but you don't want to tell. You want to use chillax in an argument with your significant other because you're telling them to relax and chill all at the same time. That can create an explosion. All right,
Anything that resembles the words "calm down"
calm
is like
down.
is
Mm,
is horrible in an
mm,
argument with your
mm.
significant other.
Yep.
Especially if you're talking to a gay person. If someone tells me, "Yo, calm down," I think to myself, "Oh, I was calm. Now
Oh
that's
yeah.
not."
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Someone tells you to calm down, and it's just gonna be like, it's rage time here. That's a thing. It's gonna happen. People are gonna get so mad, and they're gonna get you. So don't go back. Try to be clever and use chillax in your SO. We just warned you. Say you heard it on the Frat Chat podcast because they're gonna be listening to the Frat Chat podcast too. We warned you not to use it all though. So that's how we cover our asses here. But yeah, chillax. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I always tell Os Mario, I say, maybe I wasn't clear, although I'm pretty sure that I was. So
Oh,
I always preface everything like
oh,
that. Maybe I wasn't clear. I apologize if I wasn't clear, even though I'm certain that I was.
oh
It's such
my
a thing
God!
to
That
say, right?
is. So you are a Karen at
Yeah.
home, is what you're saying?
Hmm.
That is. That is like literally the only sentence that can follow that is let me see the manager. I want to know where they are right now.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
I
don't
was
want to talk about
unclear,
it
but I'm
anymore.
pretty sure I was. I want to see the manager now. I need
Yeah.
discount on these all you can eat wings here at this Chili's, sir.
Oh my gosh, I
You've
gotta
been
tell you,
warned.
I almost pulled a Karen in Boston. Okay, so I love California Pizza Kitchen. I used
Oh,
to
it's the
work there
best.
back in the day,
Yeah, I
and
got
even
fired from
though
there.
I get a pretty good like stipend every day when I'm traveling for work to like eat wherever I want to, and I can have a really nice meal. But I'm like, I just want a nostalgic taste of home. So I go to California Pizza Kitchen, and I've always felt safe eating there because they're really good with peanut allergies.
Right.
So I actually didn't tell the girl I had an allergy at the bar because I didn't think I needed to because the dish doesn't involve peanuts. So I got this garlic cream fettuccine that has this garlic cream, chicken, fettuccine noodles, and maybe like I don't know what they put in there, but it was parsley or thyme or some sort of herb, but there's no mention of peanuts. So I eat this meal, and then at the very bottom, after I finished, I saw two cream coated peanuts at the bottom of my. I'm like, how did this happen? So I started to panic, and I told the bartender, I said, listen, like, um, I just want you to see that there's peanuts in here that there shouldn't be. She's like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And I got a free dessert out of it, and I didn't complain.
The hospital. Oh, thanks.
I asked if I could just this was like in like a mall setting, and so I went across the way a ways to like convenience store. It was like a CVS or Rite Aid, and I got some Benadryl, and I was like, I'll have my EpiPen with me, so let me just pound some Benadryls, and then I went home and went to sleep. But I mean, she was apologetic. I felt like even though I got a even though I got a free dessert out of it, I mean, it's nice, and she was nice about it, and it wasn't her fault. It was the chef.
Right.
I still feel like I need to pull a Karen and like email customer service and be like, I just need to make sure that someone has a discussion with the chef because that could have been fatal, you know? But part of me is like, is it worth it? Like that could have been really bad, you know? But I'm like, do I want to be that person? Because I think to myself, maybe I'm helping the next potential person with an allergy.
Yeah, because
And then
why was there fucking two peanuts at the bottom of the plate? I don't
yeah,
understand.
but then I think to myself, do Karens think that? Do Karens think, well, maybe I'm helping future people in a similar situation? So
No, 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 no. I don't think so. Karen's really helping themselves. That's for sure. They try to say under the guise of thinking of children or whatever, but it's always shit for themselves. They're looking to get something free out of it. There's always an end goal,
yeah.
and they just think they're playing the system and being slick. But in the end, everybody just thinks they're trash. So, because that's why it's like, what the fuck? Why are there two peanuts at the bottom of a plate? That makes no sense. Was this a decorative choice that he made, or is this like he just was like, oh, I'm gonna put two peanuts down there and see if anybody notices? Like, what the fuck? That's like weird. So, I mean,
Well, I can't go back there anymore. California Pizza Kitchen, if you're listening, I remember when I was told to focus on rocking out like a rock star with a capital ROCK, respect, organization, communication, and kindness. And I did not really feel that there was rock star activity in the kitchen of your restaurant.
to be fair, when Simo got fired back then, it's because he heard cocking out, and there was a whole indecent exposure case. But they dropped the charges once they found out he was dyslexic.
They were like, so they were like, clock out, don't cock out. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, sorry, I'll put it away. Sorry, Jimmy, I didn't mean to show you that.
Clock out, don't cock
They
out.
totally dropped the charges. It was
Fancy
the misunderstanding. Oh man. Anyways, it's my turn now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This next one is super 90s, but this I totally used probably way too long much longer than I should have. Especially like, when you beat someone in a sport or a video game or something like that, or the arcade or some shit like that.
Or just
You're
win an
playing table
argument.
hockey, slam it in. Booyah! Boom! Booyah! Booyah, bitch! It's so good. I still have
Love
such a good ring
booyah.
to it. When you stuff someone like, they're about to play basketball. Bam! Booyah, bitch! Honestly, I might start bringing it back. I'm gonna start booyahing some people. Booyah, grandma! You can't walk. Help me cross the street, please. Booyah! Look at me dance. I think maybe that's why I stopped saying it, because saying booyah definitely made me a worse person all around. It was just not. Things were not good. I was not a kind guy saying booyah.
Booyah. You know,
But it's still 90.
that booyah is just a fun word to say.
It is. Absolutely.
Booyah.
Just
See,
talk
I
shit.
I like to use it if I say something, people are like, "That's not true," and I'm like, "Google it," and if I know I'm right, and then when they Google it, I say, "Booyah." What did I say?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what? What do you say?
Uh-huh.
So- oh yeah, Simo. That's what it sounded like a little bit. It sounds like that sounds like Pedro selling chicles. What he does after to make rent
Oh,
money.
really?
Ay, senor. A little harder, senor.
Everyone makes fun of me at work because I always say, "Hey, ha, hmm."
My safe word is chicles, senor.
One time I called another practice, and I asked for someone, and the woman on the phone was like, "Hey, hey, hey." I was like, "What? Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey." He's- he's-
So, excuse me? I told you. I
Yeah, hey, yeah, hey.
think I'm being pretty clear.
Ain't clear? Oh, I see, I see.
I get it now.
You were having a
What did you
spasm.
say that to begin with? If
Hey.
I would have known you were saying, I would have stopped asking questions. Duh. I'm not an idiot.
You know,
Clearly.
you know what? So growing up in high school, my best friend is Korean, and in the Korean language, I think if you say "oh," that means yeah or yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
But we hear her say that all the time, and I always just thought she had a stutter. I was like, oh wow, it's funny she has a stutter when she speaks Korean, but not when she speaks English. Isn't that interesting? The world works in mysterious ways.
it's funny. I don't know if this is a thing with my family or just like a Venezuelan thing, but when someone's talking to me and I'm like acknowledging something they said, sometimes I'll say, and if you hear that snorting sound, it's not Julie doing cocaine. It's taking her inhaler for some reason right next to us here at the. but when I'm acknowledging something, some people say, I'll go, huh, or something like that. And I always subconsciously did it. It's just something my family and I would do. But Julie would hear it and think that I didn't hear her and would repeat herself. And it's like, no, I don't fucking need you to repeat that after like the third time. I'm like, stop repeating yourself, It's like, oh, I thought you couldn't hear. It's like, no, I'm acknowledging you. It's like, so I kind of weirdly
I
relate
hear
to the
you
sounds.
loud and clear. Okay.
Bitch, you're right next to me. So I can relate. I can relate to the foreign noises. It's just a thing. We can't help it. Booyah.
Oh
Anyways,
yeah.
what you
Well,
got next?
my next one is for a long time in the 90s, and sometimes people still say it, which I think is kind of weird. I think it should have died in the 90s. But people will say that things were the bomb. That means like it was great, amazing,
Oh
like
yeah.
the best of the best. Yo, this burrito is the bomb, or this party was the bomb. And sometimes people even say the bomb diggity, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't really feel cool saying that. But now I feel like
Yo,
like
your
um
mom in bed was the bomb diggity.
I feel like after the 90s, just moms would say this.
Yeah. Or like
Call us the mom.
total
Give
like
us the
like again
bomb.
like when I said earlier with what was it with home skillet. It's like old white guys who remember like that's trying to think of the earliest slang that they can remember. And that's it. And so it's like, oh hi guys, oh man, what you doing? Wow, that's the bomb. Oh wow, kids. You guys are so rad. You're the bomb diggity. It's like, oh, leave me alone. Get out of here, creep. You can't.
Do you
You
think
can't get away with
home
that now.
skillet was replaced by the word posse?
That's right. Or I feel like home skillet is just like bros. Like, what's up, brah?
So
No.
what do you think replaced the bomb.
The bomb got it's the shit came after,
Isn't it? Was
and
that
then
next?
started going that route. Yeah, the shit, the shiznit, and then went back to the shit once people realized the shiznit was just as stupid as the bomb. but, but what do they have now instead of the bomb? The bomb synonyms. Let's see. Oh, they have it in Urban Dictionary. Yes,
You shouldn't say this term on a plane.
No.
Just make that clear to everybody.
Yeah. But I guess the bomb also then went to they took the out of it, and then they started saying bomb, and then you can then say dope, awesome, and whatever. Because now I do hear kids saying, "Oh, that shit is bomb," And obviously, for us comics, when someone eats shit, we say they bombed, but that's totally different.
Remember when a while back when people were saying that something was on fleek? That meant like it was like really nice.
Oh God, that's so stupid.
I remember my mom was like, something such as on fleet. I was like, Mommy, fleet is a brand of enemas. That is not.
Yeah, totally different.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you want, unless it is. We've heard your mom stories. maybe it's a condition that leads to the McDonald bag incident. We don't know.
We have a lifetime supply of enemas at my house.
That's right. Oh shit! And they are the bomb. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, up to my last one, and my favorite one, and one that, to be honest, I kind of wish we could bring back because it's still funny to say to me. Is when someone's annoying you, or someone's pissing you off, and you're just over it. You're just done with them. Or even you're just dicking around. You just go,
say, fuck off.
Yeah, you don't want to go that far. Just go up your butt and around the corner, buddy.
Up your butt and around the corner. I remember saying
yeah, you don't like up your butt and around the corner. Fuck off, bitch. It's just so rewarding and funny to say. Up your butt.
But I don't think it's as funny if you say up your ass and around the corner. I think butt.
It has to be up your butt. I agree 1,000%. It's almost the cheesiness of it that makes it funny. If you say up your ass, it's like, no, you're ruining it. Up your butt and around the corner, buddy. See you.
And you could also use this if someone was looking for something. Do you know where my remote control is? Around the corner.
Have you checked up your butt and around the corner, sir? I'm pretty sure it's in there. Stop saying that.
No. I used to like that one a lot. We should bring that back.
I know. I know.
If up your butt around the corner,
stick it up your butt around the corner.
Up your butt, you have to go all the way up to the large intestine before you can hang a left, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so that's a pretty intense,
pretty deep corner
travel.
That's right.
Up your butt around the corner. When you break it down, that's a long ways.
You're sticking it in there pretty far. That's right. That's past the point of no return. You need to call a doctor. Get it out.
Yeah.
It happened again. I put it up my butt around the corner. Help. Get the suction cups, boys.
You know what I wish I could bring back when people used to say not or psych.
Yeah.
Like just as in like just kidding. People would say like
not. This suit is black.
Huh?
Not.
Yeah. Like if you're like, oh my gosh, you look so nice. Really? Not. Hey, you want to get married? Psych. Never. Okay, so my last one.
Even I remember before the teachers sometimes would pull that on students like, oh my God, this is the best paper I have ever read. It's like the dumb kid. They'd be like, really? Not. You're a dumbass. You'll never be anything. I'm like,
Yeah.
You're stupid. No, but go on.
Well, my last one happened to be the name of a TV show that I loved very much. But
Oh, yes.
it's a
Until
term that
until
means
until you watch the documentary, or do you still? I mean, I guess I still like the show too, but you know,
I mean, the
now
documentary
there's.
was yikes. Um, so this term means like something's incredible, amazing. It's beyond your expectations. You would say it's all that. And then some
Yep.
people would take it even further and say all that and a bag of chips, which is
That's right.
fine. But
I
I
like
try
it
to
too.
limit my chip intake because it's just empty calories. So I just say all that.
And Dr. Evil and Austin Powers say it's all that in a bag of potato chips. So
Yeah. Did that come from the movie? Is that why that got popular? All that?
no. That was already a thing at that point. Remember, he gets frozen in the '60s and comes back in the '90s. So now he's trying to be cool and he's using all the phrases that he's heard in the '90s. Once he goes to travel back in time to the '60s, he wants to sound like cool, so he just starts saying all the phrases he's heard. Like tucked in the hand to see the face doesn't want to hear it anymore. The president's like, talk to what hand? What the fuck are you talking about?
So I feel like if someone were to say like to you, "Oh, how was your date last night?" You would say, "Oh, she was all that. She was all that in a bag of chips." I feel like they would talk about people being all that in a
Totally.
bag of chips the most.
Totally. And all that, it would also be used in a negative connotation. It's like, oh, you're not all that, or like, like, why do you fucking like that guy? He's not all that. He wasn't all that. What the fuck,
You act like you all that. You act like you're hot snot on a silver platter, but you ain't nothing but a cold booger on a paper plate, bitch.
That's right. He wasn't all that. He lasted 13 seconds and then he cried afterwards. So it's come on.
I cry. Just kidding. Imagine.
So
I lay in bed and I scream, "Yes, yes, I win, I win."
oh shit. So all that
Not.
was oh shit. I didn't realize Jojo Siwa was in all that. What?
JoJo wasn't all that?
That's I put up the all that cast. So it was on for 10 seasons. And I see Jojo Siwa in there. And that's very strange. She's been fucking pushed down my throat so much on social media with this goddamn new look. I'm like, ugh. And her damn dance. Come as a bitch. You know you're getting better.
I really enjoyed her though on Special Forces.
Yeah, me too. Special Forces, she was great. She was a badass, I will say.
She was a little cocky at first, but I think she learned a lot, and I thought that she was something really impressive.
I mean, she made it pretty far.
She could have made it all the way. Almost.
Yeah, she made it all the way, which goes to show those dance moms, those bitchy ladies really groomed her because she fucking was able to get through special force training, which is wild. They did Hell
Yeah,
Week.
no, I think she was on all that. I remember it was Lori Beth Denberg with vital information for your everyday life.
Yeah, she was
And
so
there's
good.
Ask Ashley, and Keenan had a bunch of funny characters.
Lori Beth should have been bigger in Hollywood. Like the last role I saw her in, she was in Dodgeball, and she doesn't have any lines. She just plays the giant cheerleader that the guy has to dance with to do his test. That the cheerleader guy has to do. It's like she just plays like the fat girl, That's she's capable of so much more than that. She was very funny and all that.
Is she still alive? Let's see, Lori Beth Denberg. She's 48
but then you see
years
Drake
old
Bell,
now.
and I just get sad now. Yeah, she's alive. Damn, she's 48. Wow.
48 years
I
old.
she was that much older than me. I always thought they were like around my age.
She competed on the 24th season of Worst Cooks in America.
Oh.
On the show's 7th celebrity edition titled That's So 90's, which aired in 2022. I should go on that.
Yeah. You wanted a cooking show, and that's why it never aired. Just kidding.
I know. I'm still waiing for it. Man, that
I'm waiting
strike
too.
threw me through a
We're
loop.
keeping an eye on Tubi. I swear to God, like I've gotten addicted to Tubi now, waiting for this thing though. So if you're not on Tubi, we don't even getting paid by Tubi. There's a lot of good shows on there. So while you're
Yeah.
waiting for this thing to air, Tubi is actually might be my favorite app right now.
There's a lot of movies that were never released, and then you can find them on Tubi.
Totally, or shows from the '90s. Speaking of the '90s,
hmm
you haven't seen in a while. A lot of that shit is on there. They have movies and shit. They have everything. So
One could
check
say
out
that
Tubi.
Tubi is the bomb. The bomb
That's right.
diggity. It's
It's
all
all
that and
that
a
in a
bag
bag
of
of potato
chips.
chips. Oh, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Booyah.
Well, alrighty then, you guys. That was our list of our top 10 favorite 90s slangs, and we threw in some extra ones in there because we love you. Let us know your thoughts. Give us a follow on all social channels at Frat Chat Podcast. That's on Instagram. That's on Facebook. That's on Twitter. That is on Threads. That's on YouTube. You can give me a follow as well. Check out my website at carlosgarciacomedy.com. You can check out my social channels at Carlos Does the World on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Threads. Actually, Twitter/X is Carlos Does World. My apologies. But you can check out my buddy Seymour at chris.moore.comedy on Instagram, on TikTok, and see more comedy on Twitter/X. So, Mr. Mo, it's time to get back to our decade. So won't you get us out of here?
I motion to adjourn this meeting so that you can talk to the hand because your breath ain't fresh. You need a toothbrush and brush your press.
Oh, shit. Well, up your butt and around the corner because I second. Booyah. Well, we'll be back next week with another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time. It's the Frat Chat Podcast. This is Simo Diss Me. Now we're going to dance battle. See ya!
Not.